NBA basketball totals for Monday, December 19th. We had a good day yesterday, going 3-0 on our totals. Still have a winning record in this segment. So not by the margin that we want, but we're just going to continue to grind away, and we're going to get there eventually and have a pretty good profit by the end of the season. So let's go ahead and break down 3 games on the card. Don't forget we have our NCAA segment out there as well. And also don't forget, check out SBR for all the sportsbooks, sign-up bonuses, blacklist, sportsbooks to avoid, things of that nature. Okay. Here we go. We got 3 games on the card. First game up is Washington, Indiana, and oddsmakers have it at 212, and I'm going over this total. I think this game is going to go really fast. Washington's been great recently. I mean, they nice upset win at home versus the Clippers. They put up 122 against Detroit. They put up 109 against Charlotte. Indiana likes to get up and down. I really like over this total. I think they get there. I think they score about 220. Washington's averaging 104.8 points per game. Indiana's averaging 104.2 points per game. Defensively, they're not very good. You got Indiana allowing over 105 and Washington allowing over 6. But Washington's been going like gangbusters recently. And I think that's going to help get there. As well, Indiana, they put up 105 just the other day against Detroit, and they love to get up and down the floor. They're coming off some rest. I think Washington's going to lack on the defensive end, so I think they're really going to push some tempo in this game. Indiana is, and Washington's going to go with them with that good guard play out of Wall and Beal. Right now we got Washington. They're shooting 46% from the floor. They're ranked 9th in the NBA, and they're shooting over almost 36% from distance, ranking 10th. It's a good Washington team that can score. Scott Brooks is finally starting to get them going. Excuse me. He's starting to get them going just a little bit. They have won 5 out of their last 6 games. So Washington seems like they've kind of turned a corner here. They're going to score tonight. Right, they're 4th in field goals made per game. Indiana really likes to push tempo. They're averaging over 86 attempts per game. And they're a good shooting team as well, over 45% from the floor, and they shoot 36% from distance. So I think this gets up and down, a little bit of a track meet. I'd like for them to get over that 212. Next one up, I can barely talk, Phoenix and Minnesota. Oddsmakers have this at 214 points. This one I'm going under. I'm going to go under this total. I really like what Tom Thibodeau did against Houston the other night. Unfortunately, they just coughed it up the last minute and ended up going to overtime. Actually stayed under what oddsmakers had, 221 originally. The line dropped to about 218 though by tip-off, so some people lost because of overtime. That was unfortunate, but I thought they did a nice job against Houston. They did a nice job against Chicago, so I anticipate for them to do a nice job against a Phoenix team that likes to push tempo, as we know, but their shooting percentages are not that great. Let's take a look at some overall numbers here. We got Phoenix averaging over 106 points per game, and that's because they get up and down the floor. Minnesota just 103.9. Phoenix allows 113. That gives me a little bit of pause there because Minnesota might go for 120 against them. That young team can score at times. They're allowing right now about 107 points per game, the Timberwolves. But as like I mentioned, it seems like they're starting to improve on that end. Defensively, their percentages aren't that great across the board, but they are. But they do rank 6th in the league in opponent field goals attempted per game, and they rank 15th, right in the middle of the league in field goals made per game. Opponents. That's 214. That's a lot of points. Phoenix can't shoot. They're shooting 44% from the floor, and they rank 24th in the league in both shooting efficiency and effective field goal percentage. So I think Minnesota can keep them to a reasonable number. The issue is they average over 89 attempts. The Suns, which ranks 1st in the NBA. So, if Minnesota wants to run with them, then this is going to go over. But I don't think that's the way it's going to play out tonight. Minnesota, they rank in about the middle of the league in all their shooting categories. Phoenix, they're not great defensively. However, they do rank 11th in opponent 2-point shooting percentage, which is Minnesota's highest shooting percentage. Well, I mean, of course, their highest shooting percentage. Ranking-wise, they're not bad with their 2-point shots, but they rank about 20th shooting beyond the arc. So, interesting number on this, 214. I think it's a bit too much, though, and I like for Minnesota to keep things in control and for them to win this game. I believe they're already favored. That's something I'd have to check on real quick. But I like for them to keep Phoenix to a reasonable number. If they get out and want to run, they could be in trouble. But, yeah, they're favored by 5. Of course they're favored at home, and Phoenix is bad. Sorry about that. All right, I digress. So we're going to go under that 214. I like Minnesota to control that tempo. Denver and Dallas. Last one up, we got 203. I thought this would be a little bit higher considering Dallas has put up some points recently. But I'm going to go ahead and go under that total. I'm going under that total. We got Dallas. They've been scoring a little bit. You know, just like recently against Utah, they put up 100 points. They put up 112 last time versus Denver. And this is why this number kind of, it's like oddsmakers just set it at basically what the total was last time. It started at 205, actually. It already dropped 2 points. And last time these two played, Dallas won at home versus Denver 112-92, which puts us at 204. But I like for them to stay under this total. I think it's going to be a little bit slower tempo tonight. We got right now Dallas still, despite the fact they've scored a little bit recently, just a couple games ago they were 95-85 versus Detroit. So they're not there yet. They're ranked 30th in the league in scoring. Denver ranked 7th, averaging 107 points per game. Now, Dallas doesn't allow a lot, though, allowing just 100 points per game. Very interesting number. It looks almost too low. And again, so this would be my opposite play of the day then. Okay, so I've talked about that recently this last week. Somebody just got to go opposite. I'd say the way this works out, that this would be my opposite play, I would say. Because you look at Denver, my goodness, their last two games versus New York and Portland, they went bananas. They scored 1 million points. The one low-scoring game they had was versus Dallas. Then they had another one, Washington. At home, though, they score, points like crazy. So oddsmakers having this just over 200 points, I think there's a reason for that. So this will be my opposite play of the day. Dallas can't shoot. They're shooting 42% from the floor. That ranks 29th in the NBA. And Denver, they're shooting 44.4% from the shore. That ranks from the floor. That ranks 20th. Sorry, a lot to get in, not a lot of time. Denver does push some tempo. Dallas does not allow tempo, nor do they push tempo. So, who's going to be in control tonight? Well, Dallas is playing some pretty good ball recently. Over their last 5 or 7 games. They're playing decently. They lost at Utah, but 103-100, but that's a pretty good Utah team. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take under. Right now it's at 203. I think this stays under 200. This is going to be probably a little bit more sluggish than people anticipate. Denver, I don't know if Malone's going to last there. I don't know. They should be playing better, but they're not. Well, they have won 3 out of the last 4. I'll take that back. Maybe they're starting to turn around. We'll see. I still like that guy. He's a good coach. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and quick recap that. Sorry, sometimes I just got to talk. We got Washington, Indiana over the 212, Phoenix, Minnesota under the 214, Denver and Dallas under the 203. Those are my plays today. Play them, fade them, whatever you think is correct. I hope I got some good information there for you, and I do wish you luck on your plays today. And don't forget to check out SBR, and best of luck.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.